Camera, action, lights. Lights. Hi, I'm Jim from Jim's Corner, and this is my corner.
There's no more nice like Jim's Corner advice. There's no more nice like Jim's Corner advice. Copywritten 2020.
Hey, welcome back. You might notice a little difference in our set here. Apparently one of you YouTube commenters who doesn't like Jim so much thought it would be funny while I was attending the annual Civil War reenactment to come in, steal my trusty silver lamp, and then release a video on YouTube smashing the lamp with the hashtag I hate Jim. Well, guess what, friend? I hate you too. But I'm still gonna forgive you and move on. That's why I got this new lamp, which is kind of cool, has different colors to it. Just still learning it. Got red and green and blue and other colors. I don't really even know all of them, but... So anywho, it has been a while since the last video on how to turn dollar bills into toilet paper. Got a lot of positive comments of people who found that very valuable. And a few negative ones as well. I tell you what, if you negative one people don't want to write a comment, just leave it be. Don't even write a comment. Not that I read it, but it does bring some stress on me throughout the week reading all your stupid comments. But a lot has changed in our country since that last video. Gas prices are out of control. Boys are encouraged to go into girls' locker rooms, and dollar bills have actually become valuable again. So it might not be so good to wipe your behind with them anymore. Now, some of you have commented, "Hey Jim, you told me to turn all my dollar bills into toilet paper. Now I can't pay my rent." Stop. First of all, I'm not your mama, okay? I do not have the fiduciary comorbidities to take care of you. You need to make those decisions for yourself, okay? Don't get mad at old Jim. Second of all, count your blessings. Guess who had toilet paper when the COVID came a-knocking? That's right, friend. You. You're welcome. Now what I can tell you, and that's the transition into this here video, are 6 useful tips to help you save money in this economy where you're spending as much money on gas as you do to pay your rent. I figure old Jim will cut you off a little bit of advice here. First tip, replacing expensive food for less expensive food that still tastes good. Now for this one we want to look at the 3 main food groups: cheese, meat, and fettuccine alfredo. Now we have some great food replacements, so let's get right into it. So for the 3 main food groups, starting with cheese. Great food replacement for cheese, drum roll please, is mozzarella shreds. You get them at the dollar store. Now, don't get mad at me and say, "Hey Jim, these mozzarella shreds weren't melting on my pizza when I put them in the oven." They're not real cheese. They don't actually melt. But they do give you that nice feeling of cheese on your cold cut sandwiches. So that's the first one. Second food replacement, the second main food group, meat. Maybe you used to go out and get yourself a nice filet mignon. Well, you can't afford the filet mignon anymore, so what do you get? Replace that fillet with a nice ballpark hot diggity dog. Hot dog, like Jimmy Brown used to say. What's inside of them? Who the heck knows? But it's meat for meat, and it'll be a treat. And the third food replacement is the third main food group, fettuccine alfredo. Can't afford it? You don't have to ignore it. Instead, you get yourself some top ramen. I can include over 50 ramen recipes to get that belly full. The noodles are extremely high in salt, which is good for you. And you got pasta for pasta, presto. And you're saving money. Okay, Jim, you gave us some good food replacements, but where else can I save money? Good question. That brings us to our second tip of the day, referring to driving. Can somebody say overrated? Sure, you used to drive everywhere when the gas was nice and low, when we were energy independent. You would get in your car, turn on some Carrie Underwood, Jesus Take the Wheel, and just ride out letting your hair flow in the wind. Well, just like my hair, those days are over, friend. Now, you can walk though, but it's good for your body, trim off some of that belly fat. And worst comes to worst, you need to save some extra gas money. You go ahead and, like a lady in labor, you get to pushing. That's right, you have an hour trip. You go ahead and you take 30 minutes of driving, and then you go ahead and get out, pop the car in neutral, and push that baby the rest of the way down the road. It's a great upper body workout, and you're saving money. And best part of it is, a lot of time folk will come over and help you push it along the way as well. They pray for you, you pray for them, you show them pictures of your kids or your favorite pistols. It's a really good thing. Okay, for our third tip, let's talk about movies. I'm sure you used to watch a lot of them. Maybe you had the Netflix or the Amazon Prime or one of these other devil-controlled subscriptions. Sinners. But now, instead of watching movies, you cancel those subscriptions. And instead of watching movies, you watch your neighbors. You'll see all kinds of crazy things you never did know was happening next door. You just grab yourself a tall glass of iced tea, a pinch of lemon, and sit out there on that front porch. People will walk by walking their dogs and think, oh, that nice man is out there just getting some fresh air for his decrepit lungs. You just smile at them. Meanwhile, you're looking in their windows and on their porches, and you're going to see some crazy stuff. See, the trick is pinpointing where the screams and weird accusations are coming from and focusing on those. Heck, I've seen a grown man walking around in his house in a polka dot pink robe just because he wanted to see how it feels. It's much more explosive than what you'll see on Netflix. Alright, that brings us to tip number 4. Did you know that you can save money on your air conditioning bill? That's right. You can turn that thing on up to 85 and still stay cool with what I like to call a shoelace ice shower. And yes, that's copywritten. Now, it's very simple. All you do is you take one of these Holy ice cubes, right, that you get at the store, take this here shoelace, and you stick it right through there, okay? Boom. Pull it out the other end. And there you go. You get yourself about 5 or 6 of these. You put them on the shoelace. Doesn't that look like a nice necklace for you ladies as well? But you just put them on your sweat glands, your armpits, back of your neck, and of course your belly button. I like to put 2 on my belly button just because I like the way it feels. And you're going to keep yourself cool. Now, if you do wear it as a necklace, keep in mind it is ice and it will melt in the next 5 minutes. But for that 5 minutes, you can take all kinds of pictures. That brings us to tip number 5. Some of you are saying, Jim, I can't take my lady on a date no more. I ain't got no money. Think again. It's just about the places that you actually go to on the dates, big shot. Yeah, you used to take your lady to a nice place like Denny's, but maybe you just take it down a notch. Maybe go over to Wendy's. Still nice, but clearly it's not Denny's. I know you don't have money for flowers anymore, but guess what? You can go natural. Find a neighbor that you like the least, determine when they're going to work, take you some flower cutters, take yourself down to the mailbox, act like you're putting something in the mail, and boom, you cut off a couple of dandelions, wrap them on up and give them to your wife. She'll love those flowers and smell them for days. That brings us to our last tip, tip number 6, money for new clothes. Maybe you got some little ones at home puking all over themselves, going to the bathroom 17 times a day, and you don't have money for new clothes. If your kid's in school, I suggest a little character building exercise, a little 2-for-1, if you will. I call this tip school uniform. I tell you what you do, you buy one outfit for your child, that's it. The child comes home, you tell them a little white lie, told them that the school has chosen them to wear the great school uniform. Now you tell them it's a secret that only the principal knows, like because they're so pretty or talented or smart that they get to wear this school uniform. These could be the dumbest little crayons in the box, but if you give them this uniform, they're gonna shine so bright. And that's it. You buy one outfit, call it a great school uniform, and they'll be wearing that school uniform for years. You go ahead and wash it in the sink or in a water bucket out back, and bam, you're saving money. Now here's where the character building comes in. You see, the other kids are not gonna think that your kids are any kind of special at all. They're actually going to refer to them as the outsiders. If they go to a normal school and not one of these sissy schools where everybody gets a trophy, they most likely will be bullied, stuffed into lockers, possibly even physically maimed. Good, because you watch with pride how quickly your kids stop caring about what other people think. Now you're building something that they will never forget. Now, some of you sissy frissy parents are watching right now and feel like, oh, that's so terrible. I do have another option for you on how to save money as well. I'm going to put on a white shirt real quick and demonstrate this for you. Oh my gosh, we interrupt this program to tell you an important announcement. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's still old Jim, just adding a little comic relief in there for you. So anyway, for you sissy frissy parents, you go ahead and grab yourself a little shipping labels. A pack of these is about 250, should do it. And you print out the different name brands that people are wearing t-shirts of. You got Nike over here, you got Adidas, you got Rehimbach here. You go ahead and take the sticker, got your white t-shirt that you bought for a couple dollars, and you put it on the shirt. Boom! Monday, they got a Nike t-shirt on. Guess what happens on Tuesday? Same t-shirt, but oh, aren't you fancy? Now you got an Adidas shirt on. Oh, come on Wednesday, what happens? Well, ain't you fancy again? Now you got a Rehimbach shirt on. So you just change them like that, and then your kid always is staying fresh at school and maybe doesn't get pounded into lockers so much. You put a new logo on each day, the other kids think that your kids are so fresh and so clean with all of their new clothes. Fact is, all you're doing is just putting a new logo on an old, smelly t-shirt every day. That is saving money. Well, thanks for watching. I'm glad I could be a help in this video for you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get informed of all of our videos. And remember, there's none more nice than Jim's Corner Advice. Let's change the world.
There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice. There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice.